Hi, how you guys doing? I just wanted to share this crazy dream I had last night and make it into a video because I wanted to share it on as words, but they don't show up on Instagram enough, and so I can copy and paste it all. But this dream was weird, kinda. Um, I'm calling it the Antichrist dream because the character in the dream that was the bad guy was kind of like that scenario in a way. But let me read what I wrote down for you. Last night was a crazy dream. It started interesting because it was about Jesus coming back to Earth. Our guy, he was coming back to Earth and he came out of the clouds. And when he came here, there was no ship or spacecraft. He just kept showing up all over the world and healing people. He didn't claim to be Jesus, but he accepted the name and he didn't say he wasn't Jesus, but everyone was calling him that. He did look like, the fake image that everyone thinks Jesus looks like in modern day Christianity or those kind of religious factions that have that fake image of Jesus being a white guy and looking how he looks. So for a while, it was pretty awesome. People came, they got healed. I don't know how long this all happened, but he was doing that. And in the dream, he didn't go on TV shows. He didn't go on any news interviews. No, he didn't go to any news, and he didn't have any interviews with people. So, no one really knew anything about the guy. He just shows up everywhere and people go like, oh my gosh, it's him. But then the guy started appearing all over the world like before, but he would do it. And when the people came to him, he would say like these words of doom and say it's the end times and it's time for him to punish mankind and all the sinners had to be punished. Just end of the world Bible kind of stuff. So, like, as he was saying those words, he made dark gray clouds appear. And it was all gray and gloomy, and it started to rain. But it wasn't just rain. The rain was like this black tar stuff, and it would stick to people. And they would die because they couldn't get it off, and it would seep into their bodies like a virus, and they would just die. I don't know. That's how it happened. At first, the people really that came out to see him were dying, but again, it was only the worst and most evil or most sinner souls that died. So for some reason in the dream, the people didn't get mad about this because it wasn't that many people who died. The rain only hit other bad people. But after so long, not sure how long again, because it was a dream and it's hard to keep track of time. And I've never really seen a watch on my arms or wrist in a dream. I remember looking at my phone and me going, oh yeah, it's this time in the dream. So then that went on for a while. But then I guess he was not done, or as he was not Jesus, like I know because through words that King Louis has shared through different readings, Jesus would never come back here because it's just the worst place to be. And then, he started appearing in different places more often and in more populated places where people were at. And then more people started to die from the black rain. He would even appear inside a large areas that people were at and cause black rain to kill everyone. So then that caused the people to be scared to go any place. Different government people all over the world attempted to reason with him to stop if they survived their encounter with him or if they found him to talk to. But he didn't have a home or a house. He just had a mission to do, and no one knew where he was. He was wherever. He just, until he showed up, he just, boom. And they couldn't stop him. They made news broadcasts, asking or begging for him to stop. People were praying for him to stop, but it never did. People just kept dying all over. It's really crazy. The government people did try to set up rapid fire systems or whatever kind of ways they could, to shoot at him. But when he appeared some places, they never worked to kill him. No weapons were killing him. In the dream, I did have powers and abilities. I did use them to teleport to go around to different places where he showed up. But, I never wanted to get that close to him or where I thought he would know I was there. I just wanted to observe and go and gain knowledge what I could about what's going on. So I didn't want to use or show my powers that I had that I could use to hurt him because I didn't want to be like that. But I didn't know what to do to stop him. So somehow it came to me in the dream to do and find the spear of destiny and use that to kill him or stab him or hurt him or stop him or something. But in the dream, it took a really long time to find this spear of destiny. I had to go all over the world. And eventually I did find the spear. But it seemed like it took half the dream to do. And when I finally found this spear, I found it and I was like, wow, I found it. And I went to go grab it and touch it. And then there was this like massive flow of energy that went through me when I grabbed it. And it felt like God's creation energy from what was described by my Aunt Amber when she was talking to King Louis one time. She described this really cool thing that she could do. And she gave a portion of this creation energy to share, to feel, to King Louis. But in that video, I somehow felt it too. But in the dream, I felt it again. But then, the energy was there and it went through me and then it was gone. This spear was really hard to find because it was actually in a temple. But the temple wasn't just, anywhere. I don't even remember in the dream how I found it. I just remember being in a cave. And I went to the cave and it was all gold looking. Kind of like that picture I'm going to share with this video when I make it into a video. And then there were some monks there. And, they were there. And so, I grabbed it. There was a big flash of light as I touched it. And then it went away. So I had the spear in my hands, and then I was walking away. It was like, normal. I was walking away. Thanks for the spear. I'm going to go help save everyone. But then the energy that was described in King Louis was saying, the energy started small, it started coming back, and as I was walking, it just kept getting stronger and stronger, and it made my whole body shine with power. It was like golden white light shining. I could feel it, but it wasn't like a superpower of like Dragon Ball Z. It was just a different kind of energy around me, like more maybe like an aura, power up, you know. But as this was happening, I guess it was too much or something for my experience to have in the dream. And then I woke up. So, I didn't even get maybe 500 feet, 50 feet, 50 yards. I don't know. I made it out of the temple, out of the door of the temple, and so far, and just I woke up. And then my Aunt Ember said, "This is the old ways," and I asked her, "What do you mean?" And she says, "That is the lower earth, not the source earth. That is this one." And I was like, "Okay, but that's interesting." And she goes, I was like, what was this really about? And she goes, "It is part of my divine schooling that she put me in to be in my dreams." And that was what happened in my dream. Yeah. Pretty weird, right? All right. Thank you for listening.